Jumpy Mage trapped.
Huh? What is that guy talking about? Oh, this is very weird.
And so now you just saw how we literally reached into the game and dragged the Chompy Mage, kicking and screaming, into the living room, where he now lives inside the trap that Elias used to grab him. He's now a toy. This is the Chompy Mage. So we've actually given life to what was once just a simple trap. It's now the Chompy Mage. And so we're going to load into another level by taking the trap off the portal, and we're going to show you just what we can do now that we have the Chompy Mage in our own trap as part of our trap team.
Hey, Skylander! Have you seen any crazy nuts hanging around this place?
That's it right here, you know.
Oh, silly. I wasn't talking about you. I mean these magical boingo nuts that grow here. And if you take one over to a spot like this, kablam! Instant vine bridge.
Stop stopping me!
So before Elias crosses that beautiful vine bridge, we're going to take our Chompy Mage trap and put it back on the portal.
Jumpy Mage.
Jumpy power!
I'm back in Skylanders!
And so now, through the power of Traptanium, we have turned evil into good. And we are now in control of the Chompy Mage. And what's really cool about that, outside of the fact that you get his squeaky shoes, is the fact that all of those moves that you just saw him fight against us, we now get to use against the other villains in the Skylands. And so we're going to progress forward here and encounter some executioners and show you what we're talking about.
More Chompy! More!
And so as the Chompy Mage, you're able to summon your own Chompies. You're able to use the staff for a good chomp whomping. But my favorite part of the fight, and my favorite move to use, is the ability to turn into a Mega Chompy and create your own shockwaves to defeat the enemies.
Oh, what? That was a chomp whopping!
And once the enemies are defeated, and Elias wants to go back to playing as his Skylander, he can simply take the trap off the portal, and he's back to playing his Snapshot. But the Chompy Mage is still in that trap. But what's really great about playing a Snapshot is that he's one of the new Trap Masters. And so each of the Trap Masters have their own unique, epic Traptanium weapon that actually gives them the ability to access hidden areas, hidden collectibles, and even more villains. But because it's their weapon that's Traptanium, they also get a damage boost against all trappable villains, making them the best choice against those most wanted villains that you can capture.
Oh, bird travels! That freaks me out! Coming through! Skylanders on the water element are stronger in this zone.
So it looks like to progress we're going to need to flip that switch. But I saw some executioners guarding it. Luckily, Elias has actually played further into the game, and he has his own trap that he brought with him from his home that actually has a really cool villain. And that is a terrible pun that is intended.
Chill Bill.
Here comes Mr. Ice Guy!
Cold front coming in.
And so Chill Bill is a troll with a freeze ray, which he can actually use to turn enemies into ice cubes. But what if you have your Skylander and a trapped villain on the portal at the same time? Wouldn't it be awesome to freeze an enemy, switch back to your Skylander, and then shatter them? Well, the team has a single button tag team feature. At any time, you can switch back and forth between your Skylander and your trapped villain, setting up really unique gameplay and really fun combat encounters where you choose which Skylander and which villain you want to use.
I'll take it from here. Super Surge!
And so you just saw, by using Snapshot and Chill Bill, Elias was able to take care of those executioners with ease. So now we're going to progress forward and check out another most wanted villain.
Here I go! Spin ahead, Drone 2. Dreadnought.
And so this is the Shrednaught. So Elias is going to switch back to Chill Bill, attempt to freeze him, only to find out that this villain is too big to freeze. So Elias, luckily, is playing as a Trap Master and can use that Traptanium weapon to get a damage boost against a capturable enemy. So he should be able to take out the Shrednaught with ease.
Shrednaught defeated.
Put a tech trap on the portal to trap this villain.
Now what do we do, Troll 2?
Just play it cool, Troll 1, like me.
And so you just heard that we'll need a tech trap to capture the Shrednaught. Like our Skylanders, the villains and the traps are elementally aligned. So, Elias has a tech trap, and we can capture the Shrednaught.
This is it, Troll 1.
Remember me as a hero!
It's so cramped in here, I can't even tell which troll I am. You're Troll 1, I think.
Shrednaught trapped.
We must now fight for the good guys, Troll 2. Maybe we'll finally be on the winning side for a change.
And so now we've captured the Shrednaught, an all-new character that we can play as. And so we're going to send him back into Skylands and see what he can do.
Ready, set, go!
Let's shred.
And so now, we're playing as the Shrednaught, a big lumbering lumberjack tank driven by two trolls. You can see it's really great against rushing melee encounters. You know, all of those close quarters battles is when you would really want to use the Shrednaught. But if you encounter a ranged villain, you want to switch back to your Skylander.
Oh yeah, shred. I'll take it from here.
And so we've now defeated those enemies. So in addition to the Shrednaught, in addition to the Chomping Mage, we're going to have over 40 unique villains that kids are going to be able to find and trap and then play as, turning them to good. And we'll have a rock and roll werewolf you guys saw, and even a playable chaos. But in addition to that, we're introducing the Trap Masters, an all-new group of Skylanders with epic Traptanium weapons, as well as new core Skylanders. But the other big point is the fact that we are fully supporting every single Skylander from the previous titles. And they will be able to trap and switch between the villains just like the other characters. And so I'm going to toss it back to Eric. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so much to Paul, Lou, and Elias. Great job, guys. So you guys have now seen, but I hope you'll agree, it's an incredible new game with Skylanders Trap Team. And of course, Skylanders will once again receive incredible support from our retail partners. And there's one retail partner in particular that's always shared stages like this with us, who has been a supporter of the franchise since even before it was launched. In many ways, Toys R Us has become Skylanders headquarters, and to know what I mean, all you had to do was drive here today past the Toys R Us in Times Square, where there are about, I think, over 500 kids lined up right now for a free toy giveaway to be the first in the world to get our latest Skylander. Do we have a picture? Our latest Skylander character, Doomstone, is available today for the first time, and these guys are going to be the first ones to get it. This is happening right now. This picture was taken just a few minutes ago. And a lucky few of these kids will actually have to answer some trivia questions in a contest, and the winners will be selected to be amongst the first in the world to actually come and see Skylanders track team up close. So with all of that support, we thought it was only appropriate to have someone from Toys R Us come up and represent as well. So I'd like to bring Richard Berry to the stage. He's the EVP and Chief Merchandising Officer for Toys R Us. He's a 30-year veteran of the Toys R Us brand, and I'm told a Skylanders superfan. Richard.
Well, good afternoon. I want to first thank Activision for having Toys R Us here. As Eric says, Toys R Us is the global destination for the Skylanders franchise. And we're really excited because Skylanders has shown over the years, since 2011, that it's been able to reinvent not only toys, but also video games, and crunch that together by bringing toys to life. So we're really excited about being here as a partner of Activision. For decades, more than 6 decades, Toys R Us has been home to some of the best, most innovative products in the marketplace. When Skylanders was first introduced at the marketplace in 2011, Activision promised it would change the way kids played with video games and played with toys. So how did they do? 3 blockbuster titles later, millions of toys sold, all of which have been named to the Toys R Us annual toy list. Activision has delivered that promise of innovation over and over again, and we couldn't be more excited about the launch of Trap Team. In fact, Skylanders Swap Force was the largest video game sold at Toys R Us last year. It was also, by far, the biggest action figure sold at Toys R Us last year. The Skylanders brand is one of the most successful kids franchises we've seen, and we're thrilled to continue our incredible partnership with Activision as we look forward to this fall's launch of Skylanders Trap Team. Since the beginning of our partnership with Activision, we believed in the magic and innovation of Skylanders. As Eric mentioned, we were nagging to get this thing on the shelves from the second we saw it, and we were so excited with the absolute innovation. We knew that it was going to really redefine the way kids thought about video games and think about toys, with that magical moment of taking an action figure, putting it on the portal, and bringing a toy to life. Toys R Us now serves as the leading destination for combination video games and toys. And we know that we will continue to do that in the year ahead with Trap Team. Toys R Us has provided Skylanders unprecedented brand presence in our stores. You'll find it in the video games area with a huge section, but that's not all. You'll find it in the toy section, and over the last 3 years, we've built unprecedented, huge feature shops in our stores, and not only in the United States, but in 34 countries around the world, as Toys R Us is a global retailer. In addition, we've really gone deep into the franchise, carrying the widest assortment of licensed products. So however a child wants to think about and engage in the franchise, whether it's with apparel, whether it's with toys or construction, we've had it all, with many products you cannot find anywhere else. And over the years, we've worked with Activision to leverage the growing and intense brand equity of the Skylanders franchise. How do we do that? Well, what the kids really find exciting about Skylanders? Well, first, an incredible game. You can't not be blown away by the demonstration we've seen, the innovation in the game, and we've seen that for 3 years with 3 massive blockbusters. But what's beautiful about Skylanders is not only the fact that it's a great game, but also that it mashes up the toys and the video game together in a way that kids have never seen before. We're really excited because we've been able to establish an incredible partnership. We have many partnerships at Toys R Us, but our partnership with Activision stands as one of the best that we have, based on the fact that we've built the brand together. We've built the brand by having the widest assortment of product. We've built the brand by having those rare characters available in our stores, sometimes first.